all of Hollywood is run on one assumption, that women will watch stories about men, but men won't watch stories about women. And all the decisions are made based on this concrete fact. And nobody's ever really proved that that's true.
The question is, what are we doing here in our society and in the world? What are the roles of various institutions in helping to produce abusive men? What's the role of religious belief systems, the sports culture, the pornography culture, the family structure, economics and how that intersects, and race and ethnicity and how that intersects? How does all this work? And then once we start making those kind of connections and asking those important and big questions, then we can talk about how can we be transformative? In other words, how can we do something differently? How can we change the practices? How can we change the socialization of boys and the definitions of manhood that lead to these current outcomes? These are the kind of questions that we need to be asking and the kind of work that we need to be doing, but if we're endlessly focused on what women are doing and thinking in relationships or elsewhere, we're not going to get to that piece. Now, I understand that a lot of women who have been trying to speak out about these issues today and yesterday and for years and years often get shouted down for their efforts. They get called nasty names like male basher and man hater and the disgusting and offensive feminazi.
I'm not saying that she deserved to be raped, but...
Let me just finish what I'm saying, if I may, O dominant one. The fact is...
Excuse me? Know your role and shut your mouth.
And you know what all this is about? It's called kill the messenger. It's because the women who are standing up and speaking out for themselves and for other women, as well as for men and boys, it's a statement to them to sit down and shut up. Keep the current system in place, because we don't like it when people rock the boat. We don't like it when people challenge our power. You better sit down and shut up, basically.
I just do not think the American public is ready to elect an old woman to the Oval Office.
At what point must a female senator raise her hand or her voice to be recognized over the male colleagues in the room?
Despite an abuser's outward bravado, the vast majority of them are very similar. Number one, they are deeply insecure. Number two, they are extremely jealous, almost to an irrational degree. And number three, they really fear one thing. They are terrified that their partner is going to leave them.